We'll start. As anyways, मातशें बेगीन सोडटलें. So we are almost done with the chapter, we can say. Okay, what were the formulas, kinematic equation formulas? First one, V is equal to U plus AT. Second one, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third one, V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Okay, now these are V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Now you are going to get numericals on this concept. Okay. Derivations important asata. Keep question number 13 cross mark kara. That is based on the fourth formula which is not there for you. 13th one cross mark kara, page number 6. Page number 6. Okay, 14th one. Ata tumhi carefully you have to read the question and you have to tell me what are the things given to you. See, aikat. Every formula, all the three formula has initial velocity, final velocity, time and displacement and acceleration in it. Correct? So your question will be always based on this. Some things will be given to you all. एक किधे विचारतली, find out displacement or find out velocity. So you first have to note down what are the things given to you. आता सदाच याद दोरात. In this type of problems, you get questions like this. A car from rest started moving with so and so velocity. From rest started moving means initial velocity kitla astalo? 0. Final velocity whatever is given. Or it will be said that the car moving stopped. Ek velocity dilli astali. Later on stopped means that velocity will be which one? Final velocity. Understood, no? Read question number 14, 13 cross mark karata. Question number 14. A car has initial velocity of 72 km per hour. See now here, Ankiti Dila directly mentioned kela. There is one car which is having, so which alphabet it is? U is 72 km per hour. Now listen here. Kilometer and hour is not your SI unit. Aika, don't write. Kilometer and hour is not your SI unit. Your numericals on this will always be given in terms of kilometer per hour. So your first task is to convert it into meter per second. आता कशे convert करपाचे? See here. 72 kilometer, kilo to SI unit is what? 10 raised to 3. एक also method असा, two methods I'll show you. So kilometer to meter, you have to multiply it with 10 raised to 3. It will get converted into meter. Denominator किती असा? Hours. You have to convert it into seconds. कशी convert करतली? 60 into 60, which is 3600. Okay? एक तर असे करात. Otherwise, what you can do is, U is equal to 72 km per hour. If you divide this 1000 upon 3600, you get 72 into 5 by 80. So kilometer per hour, suppose तुम्ही convert करता, एक तर direct also घालून convert करा or multiply whatever the value is by with 5 by 80. 1000 divided by 3600 if you do, you get 5 by 18. So either 5 by 18 kara or you can do it that. This one and this. Okay. First find out what is meter per second. This will be meter per second. Yes, how much you are getting? 20. So this is coming to 20 meter per second. Here also same 20 meter per second. Either you solve it this way or this way. It is one and the same. Have you all got it? Kilometer to meter conversion, what you have to do? Multiply by 10 raised to 3, divide by 16 to 60, R to second conversion. Or directly take the value and multiply it with pi by 80. Read for the question. What is given? A car has initial velocity 72 kilometer per hour. It is accelerated at 2 meter per second squared. So what is the second thing that is given to you? Acceleration is given as 2 meter per second squared. Magir? Calculate the final velocity and distance traveled by the car after 3 seconds. So what is asked? Final velocity, distance traveled म्हणल्यार कोण? S विचारलं when time is 3 seconds. Now one at a time you can solve. सांगात म्हाका पयली किती solve करपाक मेळटा? Can you solve B? Which formula you will put? When U, A and T is given, V is equal to U plus 80. Simple? Yes? Solve it. B is equal to U plus units. 2 seconds or 3 seconds it is given. 3 seconds. No? कितले answer? 26 येतं. All are getting 26. U is 20 plus A is 2 into 3. So 20 plus 6, the answer will be 26 meter per second. Now if you want to find displacement, सांगात म्हाका खंयचो formula use करतली? दोन formula आसा for displacement. Any one you can use. खंयचो use करूया? S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Other one also can be used. Huh? What will be the answer? 20 into 3 plus half into 2 into 9. So 2 got cancelled out. 0, 6 plus 9. So that will be 69 meters. Can you try the next one? You just have to read the question and note down what are the things given. Seventeenth one you don't have. Huh? 15, 14, 15, 16. A car at rest. So what is the first thing given to you? Initial velocity is equal to 0. Accelerates uniformly to a speed of 144 kilometer per hour. So what is 144 kilometer per hour? Acceleration. Final. If you think accelerates, don't get confused. Look at the unit. It is not kilometer per hour square. Kilometer per hour is the unit for velocity. If it is not in SI unit, you have to convert it in SI unit. So initial velocity is 0 dila. Final velocity is 144 kilometer per hour. So convert it into meter per second first. In how many seconds? T equal to 20 seconds. Calculate the distance traveled by the car. S find out करवा दो. Solve it. Tell me which formula you will use. Yes, which formula will you use? Distance find out करपा एक तर आमच्याकडे ut plus half at square असं, but what we don't have over here. A ना आमच्याकडे. From where you can get this A? You know B is equal to U plus AT. Okay, so A will be what? B minus U upon T. B is given, U is given, T is given. Once you get A, substitute it over here. Can you use the second one? B square is equal to U square plus 2AX. So in this case also you need A, right? Okay, so let's find out. Call the next one if you're finished. Find out A first and substitute it over there. So what will be your, how much is this first of all? Final velocity 4014 meter per second कितलं येतं 40. So your acceleration will be first of all V minus U upon T. V is 40 minus 0 upon 20. So that will be 40 by 20. So 2 meter per second square. Acceleration. Now S will be equal to ut plus half at square. So this term will anyways become 0. Half into 2 into 20 into 20. 400 meter. Just check. Next one. Are these numericals clear to you all? Yes. 16th one. Brakes are applied to a car traveling at 30 meter per second. Its velocity is reduced to 20 meter per second in 5 seconds. Now what it is saying? After applying a brake, the velocity is reduced. So what is your initial velocity here? Initial velocity is 30 meter per second. What is your final velocity? 20 meter per second. कितले टाइम reduce केले? 5 seconds. So no conversion over here. Calculate the retardation by brake. What do you mean by retardation? What you are finding out? Acceleration. Acceleration meaning that value. And also calculate the distance traveled. U, V and T is given. A is ours, S is ours. So what will be your A? Is V minus U upon T. So that will be 20 minus 30 upon 5. So minus 10 by 5. Answer will be minus 2 meter per second square. Why are you getting minus? Because it is retardation. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So U is 30 into 5 plus half minus 2 into 5 into 5. Minus sign has to give up. Don't take plus over there. So 2 got cancelled out. 150 the minus 25. Correct? So answer will be 125 meter. Okay. So with this, you are done with your actual chapter. What are the things we studied? Velocity formula with respect to time, you have to differentiate. Acceleration formula with respect to time, you have to differentiate. Then graphs we studied. Then we studied kinematic equation derivations and numericals on kinematic equation. Okay, your straight line has only this much. Now we'll start with question bank. आता question bank तुम्ही start करपाचो. I will just guide you all because you know entire chapter now. All these questions are from the question papers from different colleges. Okay. So there are around, I guess, 70 questions. So start from the first question. Karina, I will solve it, but you all have to try. Huh? Sorry? No, no. No, not there for you all to go up. इतलो difficult येऊचं ना रे. That solve करपाक जाता. That is not a problem. Why to simple? हय ते सगळे ऑपोजिट डिरेक्शनान येता ते सगळे नेगेटिव्ह साइन बी घेऊन करचे पडटा इतले डिफिकल्ट येवचे ना ओके फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन बैंक राइट देर क्वेश्चन बैंक put the question number and start answering. Motion of object along straight line also known as what? A non-linear, circular, rectilinear projectile. Everyone, I want the answers. It is called as straight line and move. I can get the answer from only one or two students. When the object is moving in a straight line, what type of motion it is? It is rectilinear motion. Third question thought by mistake I was framing both the chapters together, second and third. So I put third also in this. So they must cross mark kurun dora, but we'll solve it when we do the third chapter. This is again not from this chapter, but let us know about it. Just read it. The acceleration of an object moving with speed v in a circle of radius r has a magnitude v square by r and is always directed towards the center. This acceleration is called as what? Now see, this is not in this chapter, but you all should know these are the general things. Ek object suppose circle with okay, it goes in a circle because of one of the force. Which is that force? It is centripetal force. Okay, that question is asked over, but not from this chapter. Or centripetal acceleration it is called. If you have, but later on it will be. Rotational motion मी म्हणा chapter असतो ती तुटली. Next one. The curve in the position versus time graph for the object which is at rest is a straight line, which is the correct option. Position time graph object at rest. The clean diagram adat yaad jaina dela try to draw it. Position time graph for an object at rest. So there's a curve jo asa, slope jo asa, how it should be. It has to be parallel to which axis? X samannakat, X, see. Exactly. Your X can be anything, no? So V aspak shakta, X aspak shakta. Don't say x. X is denoted as position over here. So it will be parallel to time axis. Displacement doesn't change, time changes. Everyone have understood this, right? Board are explain karna because I have already done this. Jai dala kurta. Still your things are clear. Okay, next question. The position of a particle is given by r equal to 2t plus 3t square unit. Find instantaneous velocity at t equal to 1 second. Quickly solve kara. Your displacement given in terms of t. Velocity is asked at t equal to 1 second. What you have to do? Differentiate your displacement equation. Your r is given. So this is r or x? Gerald, what is asked? S विचारला. तू किती बरं येतं तर? Simply don't put dx by dt. So किती दिला? What are you differentiating? Which equation? Swizzle. What are you differentiating? कोणची equation differentiate करतो? मग एक किती? Is it x? What it is? R no? Solve? So your R is given as 2t plus 3t square. You have to find out velocity at t equal to 1 second. Options are given to you. Velocity is, you have to differentiate your R equation. X R, Y, whatever is given, that value, that alphabet you have to put here. So your velocity will be d 2t plus 3t square upon d. So velocity will be, what will be 2t? A direct answer kara, 2. What will be 3t square? 3 asतो so barelo darami. 2 will come down. 2 3 is a 6 power minus 1. Okay. Now what will be your velocity at t equal to 1 second? Answer will be 8 meter per second. Correct, no? Okay. Solve the next one. Read it. The velocity of particle at 2 seconds is 1 meter per second. So what is given over there? Velocity दिल्या at particular time. 2 seconds असताना velocity is 1 meter per second. As the object moves ahead, its velocity becomes 2.5 meter per second at 3 seconds. And the average acceleration during this time interval is what? What is the formula for average acceleration? What is given to you? V1 is given. How much is that? 1 meter per second. When T1 is 2 seconds. Going ahead, V2 becomes 2.5 meter per second. When T2 is 3 seconds. You have to find average acceleration. What is the formula for acceleration? Acceleration at formula sangat. Oh, correct. Correct. But what is the general formula of acceleration? Change in velocity per unit time. The same thing it is. Change in velocity per unit time. So velocity is changing. So v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1. Same formula it is. Change in velocity per unit time. v minus u upon t. एक कडेन t एकूच दितात. हांगा instant t दिला. Solve it. What is the answer? कितलं मेळटा 1.5 मेळटा meter per second square. All are getting this? Okay, next one. हे सगळे लॉजिकल क्वेश्चन्स सांगात किती आन्सर असतले. The direction of acceleration or average acceleration is same as that of what? Now, see, whenever you get questions, no, don't stick to theory part. Try to apply it in real life. Acceleration, तुम्ही आता वयतात. Accelerationaचो डायरेक्शन खंयच्या डायरेक्शनान असतलो? That is asked. So options are given. Tell me. Change in velocity vector, change in position vector, velocity vector, or position vector. What is acceleration? Change in velocity, no? So ज्या direction and change in velocity vector astolo, that direction and acceleration vector astolo. So what is the answer? Yes, change in velocity vector. Why you will not say in along the direction of velocity vector? कित्याक म्हणजे ना? Because acceleration is change in velocity. Velocity same उरल्या acceleration कितलो जातलो? How much will be acceleration if velocity is same? If velocity, you are going with same velocity throughout 60 meter per second, 60 kilometer per hour, are you accelerating? मग कितले acceleration झालो? Constant झालो? Zero जातलो. So if velocity is constant, acceleration is always zero. So therefore the answer is what? Change in velocity vector. Next question. Position versus time graph for an object at rest is a straight line parallel to the time axis. Why? Position time graph. If the object is at rest, what happens to the graph of it, slope of it? It's a line parallel to the time axis. Now they're asking why. So what you will say? Because the distance, what is that? Position is remaining same, but the time will not remain or time will not wait for it. So write down. When an object is at rest, its position does not change. Its position does not change as the time passes. Position does not change as the time passes. Chalo, full marks घेतो. 20 out of 20 Vidal. Differentiate between speed and velocity. Speed कसली quantity? 1 मार्का घेतलो हो क्वेश्चन. So 2 points बरोवचे पडटले half of मार्काचे. Formula वटाचे word forman घालून बरेवपाक जाता. So speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. What can you write about speed? Speed will always be positive value, right? Velocity can be positive and negative. Positive, negative or zero it also can. Speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. Speed will always be a positive value. Velocity can be positive, negative or zero. And एक बरेता point जाय जाल्यार speed is how much distance the object is traveling, whereas what is velocity? It is the change in displacement of the object. Speed is the total distance traveled by the object per unit time. Speed is total distance traveled by the object per unit time, whereas velocity is what? Rate of change in displacement per unit time. Rate of change in displacement per unit time. Next question. आता उलोवप चड जावपा लागले आन्सर कमी येवपा लागली. Is it possible that your cycle has a northward velocity but southward acceleration? If yes, how? तुम्ही suppose cycling वयतात. Okay? Meaning you are going this side. Say. So is it possible की तुझी velocity not direction आसतली आणि acceleration south direction आसतली? Not possible. Never. चितून सांगात. Acceleration not south. Huh? Yeah, correct. That's what. No. When you are moving, if you are going along south, not direction, so velocity तुझी northानूच असतली because your displacement, change in displacement taking place this side. But तुम्ही slow down करतात गाडी, bicycle. So what is happening to your velocity? You are reducing. Retardation is taking place. Retardation is what? Negative. Negative मला खंय वयचे पडले? Opposite direction आन घेवचो पडलो value. So it is possible. Right down. Yes, it is possible. When your cycle is moving towards north, and your cycle is moving towards north, but your speed, but you are slowing down. Slowing down. In this case, the acceleration will act in the opposite direction. In this case, the acceleration will act in the opposite direction. Yes. Next one. See what type of questions. Why does time occur twice in the unit of acceleration? What is acceleration? M meter per second square. दोन time येता. कित्याक येता काय तो? कित्याक? दोन खंय velocity असतय. Velocity एकूच आसा. So one, see acceleration is what? You are differentiating your displacement two times. So एक फावटी किती measure करपा खातीर? Displacement measure करपा खातीर with respect to time, and second time to measure what? How fast the object is moving. See, basically what is acceleration? ते याद करा. What is acceleration? You are getting displaced per unit time plus your velocity is increasing or decreasing per unit time. So acceleration and दोन concepts आयले. One is you are changing your displacement. So displacement change जावपाक time change जातलो or time येतलो. And second, to change the velocity or to measure the velocity, time will change. So how many times time will come in there? 2 times. So write down. Time occurs once. Time occurs once to measure time occur once to measure the change in position. Time occur once to measure the change in position. And second time to measure how fast that velocity changes. How fast the velocity changes. How fast the velocity changes. Read the next question. Draw the velocity time graph for an object in a uniform motion. Show that the area under the velocity time graph gives displacement of the object in the given time interval. Okay, I'll show you all this. First of all, what you have to draw? You need to draw a velocity time graph. VT graph for what? For slow motion. What do you mean by uniform motion? Listen here first. Listen here. What do you mean by uniform motion? See? This is uniform motion. Yes? Ankit, uniform motion means what? Velocity should not change, you know. Uniform means what? Equal distance covered in equal interval of time. Look at what graph you are drawing. Just don't jump to the answer. If it was displacement time graph, this would have been the correct answer. This is velocity time graph. Velocity time graph, uniform motion means what? Uniform motion म्हणल्यार कितें? Equal distance covered in equal interval of time. So equal distance in equal interval. Velocity किती उडतली every time? Constant उडची पडली. Uniform motion means constant velocity. So for constant velocity, how will be the graph? If you draw it, you are changing the velocity, no? Constant by a single value of velocity मेळपाक जाय. So suppose हांगा एक आसा 2 meter per second or 2 kilometer per hour. It has to be continuous 2 kilometer per hour. So how will be the graph? Will it not be like this? Yes or no? This is the diagram for uniform motion. Now what is the second thing asked? You have to prove what? That area under the curve, under this curve gives you displacement. I had told you all, area under the curve gives you what? Displacement. Now look here how to prove that. This is the area under the curve. It is taking place from T1 to T2 say, some time period T1 to T2. And E velocity anga V mark karta from 0 to V. Okay. I'll just name this A, B, or this is O I have marked already. A, B, C and O. I have marked this square as A, B, C and O. Is that clear? Okay. What does area under the curve? What area is this? First figure wo. So it will be what? OA into OC. Length into breadth. Okay. What is OA? What is OA? B, right? What is OC? T, T2 minus T1. From here to here I have taken. So it will be T2 minus T1. This distance, you all are not listening. I don't know what you all are writing there. T2 minus T1. And this side you have area. I'm not putting anything directly. I will sangla already. Area under this curve gives you displacement. But we are going to prove it over here. I'll keep B on one side. Take all the terms on the other side. So B anga the only. Here you already have area. And ankon etlo T2 minus T1. Or you can even write it as T also, no problem. You can write it as T as well. general. Okay, we already know, we know the formula for velocity. What is the formula for velocity? Displacement upon equation 1, 2. Compare equation 1 and 2. Sangat maka velocity, velocity LHS, displacement time, time to the denominator. So what is left? Therefore, area under the curve will give you this. Okay, from this we have proved. VV time, whatever is left at the numerator will be equal. Done? Question number 12. Which one of the following velocity time graph represent positive uniform acceleration? Which one? Gerald, you answer very quickly, and that is why you will lose marks for exam. You remembered that positive acceleration may you te yaad astu ka. Why that is not the correct answer? That graph was for what? Position time graph. This is velocity time graph. Please remember that. So which is the correct option for velocity time graph? It will be C, D. Equal velocity covered in equal interval, change in equal velocity in equal interval of time. Correct, no? So answer will be D. Next one. For an object in motion, why speed cannot be negative? Speed is what? It's a scalar quantity. It is the total distance covered in particular time. Okay. So since it is a scalar quantity and distance cover करतो cannot zero असपाक शकना. So that is why it can never be negative. Write down speed is total distance covered per unit time. Total distance covered per unit time. Since the distance can never, since the distance is a scalar quantity, since the distance is a scalar quantity representing actual path, it can never be negative. Next one, differentiate between velocity and acceleration. These are the types of theory questions you can get. Differentiate between velocity and acceleration. Take down velocity. The rate of change of displacement with time. First point. Velocity. It is the rate of change of displacement with time. Second point you can write. It indicates, first point, the rate of change of displacement with time. Second point, it indicates how fast, an object is changing its location. How fast an object is changing its location. You can write for acceleration now. The rate of change of velocity with time. Acceleration. It is the rate of change of velocity with time. It is the rate of change of velocity with time. Second point, it indicates how fast an object's speed or direction is changing with time. It indicates how fast an object's speed or direction is changing with time. Next one. The area under the curve of acceleration time graph gives you what? Area under velocity time graph gives you displacement. Area under acceleration time graph gives you velocity. Very good. Next. A body moves with increasing velocity in positive x direction. So velocity increase jata along positive x direction. What is the direction of acceleration in this case? So acceleration increase jata or decrease jata. Based on that you have to answer. If it is increasing, it will be positive. If it is decreasing, it will be negative. So someone is moving along positive x-axis with increasing velocity. Velocity keeps on increasing. So acceleration किती जातले? Acceleration जातले का deceleration जातले? Acceleration, which is positive, no? So positive, it will be in same direction, right? So it will be along positive x-axis. If it was decreasing velocity, what would have been the answer? Deceleration जाता आशिल्ले, negative acceleration जाता आशिल्लो, so direction खंयच्यान आसता आशिल्लो? Along negative x-axis. But here velocity is increasing, so acceleration will be along the same direction. Try the next one. Try the next one. Yes. हात का तुझं आता बंद करते नसते ग्रीन बटन हात पावतलो next question. If the distance covered by a particle is zero, what can you say about its displacement? Distance covered zero असला displacement किती जातलो? It may or may not be zero. It cannot be zero. It is negative. It must be zero. It must be zero. Distance zero असला displacement zero असपाक जाय. Then, when a particle moves in a circle with a uniform speed, this is also not from this chapter, but let us discuss about it. When a particle moves in a circle with a uniform speed, its velocity and acceleration both are constant. Its velocity is constant, but acceleration changes. Its acceleration is constant, but the velocity changes. Its velocity and acceleration both changes. Just see here. There is one object which is going in a circle. Okay, this object is moving with some constant velocity, say 2 meter per second. Throughout, it is moving with 2 meter per second. What is this 2 meter per second? Is it actual velocity? काय का किती म्हणतात आम्ही? Speed. Magnitude. Value असता त्याका आम्ही speed म्हणतात. What you can say about it? Its speed is remaining constant. Magnitude त्याचा constant असा. What you can say about its velocity? Is it constant or is it changing? Because constant velocity means what? Like this. From year to year. Direction is constant, value is constant, same direction. Here, see, to know the direction, you always have to draw a tangent to that circle. Hanga ek tangent karlo, hanga tangent karlo, here tangent, tangent. It is moving like this, right? What you can say about the direction? Is the arrow same, moving like this? No, every time it is changing. Very important point. खूप फाटी भुरगे विसरतात. So what you can say about velocity? Any object going in a circle, its velocity always changes. Who changes over there? Magnitude might remain same, but every time direction changes. Now, if velocity is changing, what will happen to acceleration? Acceleration also have to change, right? So which is the correct option? Acceleration and velocity acceleration both will change. Observe the graph shown below. The slope of the graph is what? Slope of BT graphs gives you what? Velocity time graph. Acceleration, no? We'll stop here. So another 2 classes, we'll finish up with this.